My hair looks very strange right now because I washed it yesterday. My baby hairs tends to stick up a bit, so and it's a bit uneven. Anyway, you don't care. I don't care. Today is a Saturday, and my friends and I, and also my sister, we're gonna be staying at a hotel in Solna, Stockholm, which is gonna be so fun. We're attending this knitting at Geo event. So it's a knitting event where we stay over for the night. So it's from Saturday to Sunday, and we're just knitting, meeting each other. They're gonna have some quiz, I think, and we also have the opportunity to swap or sell some yarn. This is our hotel room. Look at it. So pretty. And the bathroom is enormous. Okay, so I'm at the hotel room because this light is terrible. So I'm at the hotel room because I had the most, oh my god, okay, the most horrific, I don't know, wait, I need to open the bathroom. I had the most horrific knitting experience. My knitting that I was working on, I bought a glass of Coca-Cola, and I was just gonna enjoy it and drink it, and the glass actually broke when I was lifting it up, so I spilled all of my Coca-Cola on my knitting, and now I need to wash it because it's all ruined. I don't know, it's really unfortunate, but I'm quite tired, so I don't think that I feel okay, but it's like not what I wished for. And I also only bought one knitting project with me, so now I don't have anything to work on because my Olga jacket will have to dry in the hotel room. I'm not sure what happened, but I guess thermal shock happened, so now I'm gonna wash everything. Okay, so I'm currently blocking this Olga jacket. Very unexpected, but also, I don't know, maybe it was a sign because earlier today I bought this soak wool wash, and I got this one in another sample, so now I use one for my Coca-Cola sweater or cardigan here. This isn't as deep as I wanted it to be, the sink that is, and there's a hole here, so I can only fill it up until here, but that's fine. I'm just gonna let it sit here for a couple of minutes and then rinse it because I don't want to be here for that long. I also had to change clothes because my clothes were wet with Coca-Cola, so luckily I had some pants because I wasn't planning to bring any pants with me because I'm only staying for one day, so I don't know. This is so weird.
The next day.
Okay, so I just finished the bottom ribbing and cast it off. And this looks so big on me right now because, yeah, well, it's supposed to be oversized. I think I'm happy with the length. I came home a couple of hours ago and I tried my best to finish the body because I want to block, or not reblock actually. What I'm trying to say is that I need to wash this cardigan again because yesterday, as you remember, my attempt to wash my knitting, I guess I got rid of most of the drink, but there's still some like areas where you see hints of the drink. So I really want to try and wash it with some dishwasher detergent just slightly because I got that recommendation by some people that we were chatting with at the knitting event. I thought I would let it soak for at least half an hour and then I'll rinse it out thoroughly before I let it soak another at least 15 minutes with some wool wash. I don't know what to say. I'm just like speechless that this happened. And now I'm just gonna try to get that stain out. I'm not sure if you can see it. I will try to show you. This light is not that good, but if you can see it, there's some yellowish stain here on this part. And I'm not sure if there are any other parts of this cardigan that has been affected. I hope I can get rid of this because it's on the front as well, so that's very unfortunate. This has been drying for quite some time now, and I think that in this video that you're seeing, you can't really tell where the stain is, but in real life it also looks okay. But for me, because I know where to look, I sort of know. I guess you can see somewhat here. And then I realized on the back side, it's somewhere here, a bit yellowish, but not that obvious. So I'm still very disappointed about what happened. And I'm, I guess, irritated. I don't know. I'm not very happy about it because it wasn't because of my fault. It was because of somebody else's fault. And I'm just trying to be okay with that. Like I said, it's not that obvious at all unless you know where to look. And I think that I just might have to wash it a third time because yesterday when I used the wool wash, I got rid of quite a lot of the stain, I guess. But I'm so sad. I don't know. I worked so hard on this, and also because the fact that I frogged it before when I did the Olga sweater, it's like, can't I just have a break? I wanted to share some happy news with you guys. I have joined a test knitting and it's very exciting because I think that this construction, the garment, is very special, and also because I'm test knitting for a Swedish pattern designer. So what I'm gonna test knit is the Soft Trail sweater by Soft Knittings, and the sweater is quite interesting. It's a ribbed sweater, but it has some like accents or details that you can knit in a different contrasting color. And also the cuffs, I think that you're supposed to knit them and then sew them on. So that's also very interesting. When I first saw the sweater that she was showing, her sample, I got really excited because it's also because she selected very nice colors. I really like the marled green that she chose. It sort of tricked me to apply for this test knitting, and I'm very happy that I got picked. It's my first time also where I'm in a chat group where we can discuss which colors we wanna knit in and where we're from and just share our experiences. I decided to go with the same yarn that Nelly, the pattern designer, went with, and it's the, let's see, I have my computer here so I can tell you. It's the BC Garn Baby Alpaca 10 by 2 50 gram RAS. It's a pretty thin yarn and you're supposed to hold the threads doubled. I estimated about how much I need to order, and I'm knitting in size 3, so I will need to buy at least 9 skeins of the main color and 1 skein of the contrasting color. And I think that I was playing around with the idea of having a third color for the cuff. It's really difficult to choose a color or colors because there are so many. Oh, it's so difficult. I was playing with the idea to maybe use some purple as the base color or the main color. I wasn't really sure if I would wear it as much as I want to. Also, for a second thought about the butter yellow, if I should join that trend, but I think I'm very unsure if that color actually fits me. One color that I want to knit more with is green actually, but I thought they didn't really have the green colors that I prefer. Oh, well, first off, there's the green color that she used in her sample photos. It's the color 119 apple green heather, and I really like that color, but I think it's too, I don't know, colorful or bright for me. But then there's another green, it's the 117 forest green heather color, and it's more bluish and darker, so I kind of like that color, and I was sort of thinking of going with it, but it's not exactly the green that I'm looking for. I also like the blue colors that they have. For example, the night blue color number 14, and maybe the navy blue heather number 137. Actually, that color is really nice. It's slightly interesting because of the heather. But then I saw this dark chocolate brown undyed 105 color. It looks like it's two-toned. For the cuffs, I thought I would use maybe the brownish gray, number 27. For the accent color, I thought maybe I could use the silver undyed color. I tried to use an AI program to mix and match the colors, but I couldn't really get it to work. I'm not very experienced with AI stuff. In theory, that could have been a good idea, but now I don't want to spend that time. There are some colors that are not an option because there is quite a long wait for them to get these colors in stock. I think that I could also go with a gray color, but I have too many gray projects or like dark gray projects that I've either knitted or want to knit. It's just because I really like gray, but I feel like that might be too boring, and I want to order the yarn by today because it's gonna take a while for the yarn to get to me. About my Olga jacket, I'm gonna pause it for a while and leave it as is. I need to rest. My body is very tired from intensive knitting, so I just want to give my body a chance to recover, and then when I get my yarn I'm gonna start knitting on that one, and we have like 8 to 10 weeks to finish it from when we get the yarn. That's everything for now. I will get back to you about my color choices. I didn't get back to you yesterday when I bought the yarn, so I'm checking in right now because I wanted to share the colors that I decided on. So I was thinking really hard on which colors that I wanted to buy and knit with, and it was really difficult. I was thinking I should do either a green one or a navy blue one or a brown sweater, but in the end I ended up with the brown sweater. So my main color is gonna be the brownish gray, and then as the contrast color I'm gonna have the silver undyed color, and I also bought 1 skein of the dark chocolate brown undyed color because I'm still contemplating whether I should use it as a third color. I hope that they will send it soon because I want to get it before the end of this week, but I can't be sure because they're sending it from Germany and I live in Sweden, so it's not that far, but you never know. I checked my email today and I got a confirmation that they have sent out my package with the yarn, so I'm very excited to get it. Maybe I'll get it tomorrow or on Friday. I hope at least by the end of this week. I'm not sure if I told you yesterday, but I got the pattern, so I'm gonna read it through to see what is expected, and then I'm just, I guess, ready to go when I get the yarn. So far it's been really great with the chat group, and I have a great communication with the pattern designer, so yeah, I think it's gonna be a good project for me. I'm just ready to get the yarn. It's Friday and I still haven't gotten my package. I really thought I would get the package by today, but it still hasn't arrived, and I'm also very jealous of the people in the chat group that have already started on their projects. I just need to be patient, I guess, but I really want to start it. I have a new project to show you. This is my Lacy scarf that I'm knitting on, and it's a pattern by Sandnes Garn. I got this pattern from the Sandnes collection book, and it's the number 2302, which also features this really pretty like mohair blouse. And at some point I also want to knit this. This collection features all of these patterns, and it's my first time knitting a Sandnes pattern actually, so I didn't really know what to expect. But this is a very simple pattern. It's just a scarf with eyelets throughout the pattern, and the yarn that I'm using is my Cardiff Cashmere Classic. It's so squishy and it's so soft as well. This is like one of the most, I guess, softest and buttery yarns that I've knitted with. So it's really pleasant to knit with. And you're knitting this on, I think it was on a 3mm needle. So it's quite small, but it whips up really fast, and I learned the pattern now, so I just knit until I think I reached the middle point, and then I'm gonna decrease. If you remember from my previous vlog, I bought 2 skeins of this yarn because I thought I would make a longer and larger scarf, but now I'm not really sure if I want to do that. So I might just return the other yarn and switch it out for a different color just to knit something else with it. I haven't really decided yet, but currently I'm thinking I might do that. It's quite fun to knit on. It's quite mindless as well. So I try to keep this as my work project, but now I'm just working on it slightly during the weekend because I'm still ignoring my Olga jacket. I'm still quite sad about it, and it's been a week now. So, but other than that, I'm still waiting on my yarn for the test knit. I thought I had weighed this yarn properly so that I would have half of the skein left for the other side, but I'm almost finished. I don't have that many rows left. I think I have maybe this much. I still have a lot of yarn left, so I think I'm gonna frog it until I reach here, because this is my middle point, and then I'm gonna continue a little bit further, and then I will start decreasing again. I really want to use up all of this in this scarf, so I guess I started decreasing too early, so I guess I will start frogging this. I wanted to take the opportunity to briefly talk about my Lacy scarf and how it went. After I blocked it, it turned really beautiful. The fabric has softened and gotten flatter, and now you can see the eyelets more, they're more defined, and it bloomed really nicely after I blocked it, so it feels even more soft now than before. As I mentioned previously, this is a scarf by Sandnes Garn, It's called the Lacy scarf, and I used one skein of the Cardiff Cashmere Classic in this blue color, which I can't remember now. And because I used a different yarn than what they recommended, I had a slightly different gauge. I'm not really sure actually what my gauge was, because when I did my gauge swatch, I just made a super small one just to see how the fabric felt. And because this is a scarf, I didn't really think that it would be that important to check my gauge, but I know I have a different gauge. I also measured this, so it's about 125 centimeters in length, and then at the widest point here, it's around 11 centimeters in width. I haven't actually worn this out because when I finished this, the weather got a lot warmer, so it wasn't appropriate for me to wear this. But you can wrap it around your neck, or my neck, twice, and then tie it. I'm not sure how this looks on camera, but so it's a nice sized scarf, I would say. In hindsight, I should have gotten a different color. I think that when I first bought it, I was tempted to make something more colorful, and so I went for this blue color. But then when I started to knit with it, I thought it didn't really match my skin color. It's slightly, as I said, it's slightly like yellow or gray in the tone, but I'm still happy to have made it and tried out this yarn. I would like to mention one thing about the pattern. So if you're not an experienced knitter, it might be a bit difficult to read the pattern because it's very simple. I think the pattern assumes that you already know quite a few things. So for me, even for me, I was a bit unsure on several places in the pattern. It's a very short pattern, like one page, and then also a chart. But I figured it out quite easily when I tried to read it more carefully. So in that way, it wasn't too difficult. Also because this is a very simple pattern, I managed fine. But I think that if you're a beginner, it's not maybe the most beginner friendly pattern. And I heard that from a friend that that is knitting the Amy slipover, it's not that well written either, or detailed, I would say. So just keep that in mind, I guess, if you want to try out some of this patterns. I don't have that much to say about this. It's just a scarf, and I'm happy to have tried both pattern by Sandnes, but also the yarn. I just picked up my package. Ooh, ready to open it. I can't wait. I just need to open it and look at the yarns that I got to see how pretty they are. So I'm gonna do an unboxing for you. Let me set you up. So I just changed the location because I have better light here. And this grayish brownish yarn, it's more gray than I thought it would be. And I don't know if I like it or not, but I guess I have committed to this color now. This is one of the more interesting yarns that colors that I bought. And at first I wanted this to be the main color, but then I thought it would be too much with the two-toned yarn, so I just bought one skein of this. And then we have the grayish yarn that is gonna be the accent color. I mean all of these are a good combination of colors. I just wasn't expecting this color, I guess. I think I'm gonna go with this, but also because it's quite annoying to send back a package to Germany, and I feel sort of behind on schedule, even though it's no stress to start test knitting this. A lot of people talk about spring colors in the chat, so I'm like second guessing my options every now and then, but I still like this type of palette, so I don't think it's a bad choice. It's just maybe a bit unexpected with this color, so I will go with this.